Thank you Mugback for sponsoring this video. Hello guys, my name is Victor Dia and I'm a content creator here on YouTube. For the better part of the last few days, I have had the chance to get my hands on the Samsung S24 Ultra, and I gotta be honest, before we get into this video, it is a pocket rocket. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, this is the Samsung S24 Ultra review. I've had this phone for the better part of the last few weeks/days, and it's been a fantastic experience. I've honestly just loved every single minute of using this phone. It is an absolute powerhouse. It has so many features. It's like a pocket rocket. It basically has a portable camera. It is fantastic. It has so much potential, and it just probably is one of my favorite smartphones of the year and arguably the best smartphone of the year. Now, before we get into this video, I want to give a huge thanks to Mugback for sponsoring the video. If you just picked up the Samsung S24 Ultra and you're looking for a protective case that also has functionality with some diverse accessories, this might just be the one. So Mugback was nice enough to send over this case, and they sent me an accessory as well with it. It takes advantage of the new magnetic ring on the back of the case. So this actually allows you to kind of mix and match accessories. I gotta be honest, the magnetic ring on this one is so good. It's super sturdy. That little attachment that has a ring slip as well, so you can kind of just put your finger inside and it allows you to hold the phone and kind of reach the corners more easily. Not only is it functional and it has a space for a card inside, but it is also super durable, and the magnet is insanely strong. I've been trying to shake this thing all over the place and it was not going anywhere. It is really good, and it's also very convenient and diverse. That allows you to watch content, consume media, and all of that stuff. So if ever you guys were interested in this case and the combo with the leather magnetic pouch at the back, make sure you check out the link in the description down below. You can use my code. With all that being said, let's get back to the video. Now, the last couple of days, it's just been a few of them. I haven't really kept track, but I've been able to use the S24 Ultra, and I gotta be honest, this is a crazy phone. It's a pocket rocket, man. I really love this phone. It has so much to offer, and I'm going to dive into as much as possible in this video. But I want to start off by saying that S24 Ultra first main takeaway is the new form factor. So it has been changed. There is a new shape / form / body. It is a little bit new. It's redesigned. So Samsung has been kind of changing their design language a little bit. We're looking at now a fully flat edge display, which is nice in contrast to the S23 Ultra. I think it is a better option. It has a little bit more of a natural feel to have kind of like a flat edge display. I did like the curved edge display. I thought it was futuristic. It was kind of like a leap in the future, but it was nice in 2019, 2018. But now I think we're kind of really settling on just overall performance, not so much about like having crazy curved displays, but it's really more about just like what the phone can do. And I really like the flat edge display. It's clean, it's simple, it gets the job done, and I think it just overall, it's nicer for cases and just in general for other companies who are working in collaboration or just making products in general. I think it is a much nicer, just simpler thing to work with, especially this new case that I have from Mugback. It kind of protects everything, and it has this little edge on the side that also protects the screen from like extra scratches. That said, the new build also features some more premium materials on the overall build. So it has this new Gorilla Glass that's supposed to be protecting against a lot more scratches. So I have yet to test that out. I've been kind of just keeping the phone in, you know, relatively safe places. I've had this case and all that stuff, so it hasn't really been going through all that wear and tear, but it has been holding up really well. Furthermore, on design changes, we're also looking at a thinner form factor. It is a little thinner. It's nice. It has rounded edges and it has this really smooth finish. So it is also made out of titanium. For those of you who weren't familiar with that, now it is made out of titanium. It's nice. It's kind of like a trend. We can see it pretty much on all of the smartphones. We had the iPhone, now the Samsung. So with that said, it is also a much brighter, much more contrasty display. It's very nice, super vibrant. It has like some of the best color accuracy out there. You know, just Samsung has some of the best phones and some of the best screens. They're also the providers for Apple's screen. So, you know, it just goes without saying that Samsung is kind of up there, top of the game. Now you're also looking at a new hole punch cutout for the camera. It is smaller, so it is a little bit less apparent on the front screen. Mixed with that, you're also getting thinner bezels all around the screen, which I think are really nice. It gives definitely a much more refined, polished look to the overall phone. Although it has kind of its compromise, the front-facing camera is a little bit lacking. It's not that great. It just kind of suffers at moments. There's videos that I've been taking, some selfies are not that bad, just overall like daylight or daytime videography isn't so bad. But if you were to record, like for example, in my data life where I use this phone, there was a sequence where I recorded myself with the front facing camera in the car on the way back home, and it was about like it was about like 6 p.m. So it was dark outside here in Canada and during the winter, and just that clip was just horrible. It just was not good. The overall quality on that one is just so much noise. It was grainy, such little information was retained. Just overall not the best mix. So yes, smaller hole punch cutout for the camera. It is sleeker, it is nicer, more refined on the screen, but it has a bit of its compromise. It is of less quality. From what I've noticed, maybe I'm wrong, maybe the internet has something different to say, maybe you guys have noticed something different, but from my personal experience, that's just what I've been going through. So new design out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is really the performance of this Samsung. It is fantastic. As I mentioned in the previous clips and in the beginning of the video, it is basically a pocket rocket. It's so good. It's just so performant. I've been super impressed, and one of the first things that really blew my mind was the battery life. It's just been great. Battery life has been not okay. I think I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna say great. I'm gonna say it's been fantastic. It's just been absolutely amazing. I think it's blown any other smartphone I've used in the recent months out of the water. Even the iPhone 15 Pro, it's been far better than that. I had a really busy day the other day when I made my real day in the life video, and in that video I use the phone like on an extended period of time throughout the day. I recorded the whole last segment of that vlog with the S24 Ultra, and after that I started my day at about like 9 a.m. I'd say so, and I finished the day at like 3 a.m. It was super late, and I'm still a little bit tired from that, as you guys may see in this video. But overall, that course of time from 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. I used the camera, took a bunch of pictures, shot in 4K, all of that, and it still somehow managed to preserve 40% battery at the end of the day. It was kind of crazy, just kind of blew my mind. Honestly, best battery, probably one of the best batteries out there on the market at the moment. Very performant. I'm curious to see how it will hold up over the course of time. I'm definitely going to be having an updated review of the S24 Ultra in a few months' time, so pin that on your calendars. Come back to the channel if you're interested with that, if you're looking forward to buying the phone later down the line in the year. Now that said, in terms of performance, I want to jump into the camera. The cameras are great. They're just amazing. I absolutely love what Samsung has done this time around with the overall implementation of AI and just all of those features that allow you to customize and just re-edit your pictures. And sometimes, you may take a bad picture, you may take a kind of like an unpolished picture, it's a little dirty, there's a nice subject, a nice frame, or there's something that you really like in the picture, but it's just, there's dirt on the floor, or the snow is black, or something is not right, or just whatever the case may be. You can really polish up that picture. You can clean up really well. There's been a few pictures where I've just done like the minimal, like some of the most minimal changes, some of the most minimal refines, and it's just looked so much better overall. In the end, it just looked like a kind of like a new picture. It was really nice. You really love that. Those features are fantastic. There's also the implementation of the new 50 megapixel 5x telephoto lens, which has been taking some fantastic pictures, but moreover, it's been a much better camera for videography rather than photography. I think I've been most impressed when it came to videos. Shooting videos on this thing has been just fantastic. It is so powerful. It's just been holding up really well. It actually is very competitive with the iPhone 15 Pro Max camera, which that one has some very powerful lenses. This one is such a close competitor. It might arguably be even better depending on whatever you guys think, but I have to admit it's definitely up there. Some of the smartest, more powerful cameras on the market. Now, in contrast with taking pictures and videos, I think the overall video quality is the one thing that has improved the most when it comes to the cameras. Pictures are still good. They're very nice, retain a lot of information, high contrast, high level of detail, but I gotta be honest, the videos definitely have a newer feel to them. They're a lot more authentic. It feels like you're actually on the spot with whoever's shooting the video, whoever's taking that set clip. It is really nice. Now, I gotta be honest, this is one of the things that impressed me the most when it came to this new S24 Ultra camera. It's just really the video quality is fantastic. It also shoots in 8K. I don't really see any time and point where you would actually be needing that 8K due to the fact that most of us don't even have 8K displays. I don't even have 4K displays, and let alone 8K displays. Most of us don't even have 8K TVs. Majority of us have 4K TVs. I have a beautiful Sony 4K TV upstairs, and it's just been fantastic. But 8K, is so new on the market. I know Samsung is always ahead of the curve. They're always in advance, and they bring some nice stuff to their cameras and just overall their smartphones. But I gotta be honest, the 8K is a little bit overkill. You're not, even if you shoot in 8K nowadays and you send that clip to someone, it's gonna compress so much, they'll probably end up seeing it in 1080p, and it's actually gonna look even worse than what it initially is. So you might as well just shoot in 4K or even stick to 1080p at this point. You might get away with it even more. Now, in terms of performance and AI, I gotta be honest, I love the new AI search features, that like whole software, that whole mechanism inside of the phone. It's been great. There's been multiple times where I'm just like watching a video or on Pinterest, I'm looking at some pictures, especially when it comes to like clothing items and fashion related stuff. I do have a knack for that, but there's been multiple times where I'm just like opening Pinterest, I see a picture of an artist maybe, or someone wearing something I like, just hold the home button, search up real quick whatever they're wearing. So maybe it's a hat or a jacket, and it just finds it really quickly. And a lot of times it's so accurate. It literally finds the exact piece that the person or the artist or whatever the case may be is or her is wearing, and it's just really good. Like, it's just been amazing. That's one of the things that has been kind of surprising me. It's become a habit because it's so good, because it's fast, and because it's accurate. It's become a habit for me to do that. There's been times I've actually went back on my Apple for other reasons, kind of like to go through my camera roll and everything. And there's been multiple times where I wanted to hold the home button and search with the advanced AI search, but I know obviously we don't have it with Apple, and we might get it in like 4 or 5 years from now, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. That being said, it is fantastic. I gotta be honest, that's one of the main things. It is still it's in the early stages, so it is rather limited in the amount of things you can do with it, but I gotta be honest, just that single reverse thing has been fantastic. It's allowed me to do so many things. It's available across the whole S24 lineup, so S24 regular all the way to the S24 Ultra, everything in between. You'll have access to that advanced AI search and also the AI editing tools on the camera, which is great. And I gotta be honest, man, it's a step forward. Samsung is definitely in the right direction. I gotta be honest, this is potentially my favorite smartphone of the year, and I will give credit to the S24 Plus. This has to be kind of like my comfort zone. It is so nice. It's so good. I've been using it for the last few days as well, kind of just like comparing both of them. They are both amazing. They're just fire. I would have also had a video on this on the channel. Some of the best smartphones on the market at this very moment. Samsung is just an absolute beast. They've been killing it in the last few months / years, with the last few releases they've had. Absolute fire. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the S24 Ultra in the comment section down below. With all that being said, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We're almost at 10K. After that, once we hit 10K, I think the boat and the train for the pre-10K will have left, and then you'll probably be in line to subscribe again for the road to 100K, which should happen in the next coming months. So hopefully all that is well. But thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. As always, I wish you the best of luck in everything you do, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.